Excuse me. This year, while I was 55, was the first time I ever painted my apartment. Any apartment that I lived in, I never painted them. So I never knew anything about brushes, rollers, or anything. All I knew about was flat paint, which most scumlords use on their apartments, semi-gloss, which gives you a pop, and high gloss that gives you a pop. So I'm going to show you one part of my dining room that I used the semi-gloss paint on, and then I'll go on into this video. So I painted it this color gray. Can you see it? Yes, you can. So I painted it this color gray for my dining room. And I'm very happy with how it came out. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a very heavy-handed person. So where it would take an experienced painter, a thin coat, I put on like 2 or 3 thick coats and then a thin coat on top. Because that's how I do stuff. I want my stuff to be like, bam, in your face. Anyhow, I knew for the trim and other areas I would need paint brushes. And I wasn't quite sure which paint brushes to get. But I like affordability. And I don't remember the name. I did show them to you a while ago. But I bought these paint brushes in Dollar Tree. And they came in different size packages. As you see, this black one, I used it once. And this is in the same family of paint brushes. And then this was a separate packaging. Anyhow, these paint brushes is made out of plastic strands, which trips me out. Every paintbrush I've ever touched or felt more like it wasn't plastic. I don't know what it felt like, but it felt like a real hard Bristol. But anyhow, these are really soft. But for what I needed them for, like doing the trim at the bottom or doing the trim on the enclosed bookcase or doing the trim on the, not necessarily trim, but the valance in my dining room, these really worked. And, you know, like they soaked up the paint. I would put the whole brush, so I wouldn't put just, you know, dip it in like this. I would put the whole paintbrush in and I'd work it into the grooves on the baseboards. And to look at my room here a month or two later, my room looks really good. When I first did it, I was like, let me touch up here, let me do this here, let me do this there. But I'm going to tell you something. If I ever wind up moving again and need to paint, I would most definitely get these paintbrushes from Dollar Tree. I painted the doors. I painted the inside of the bathroom door. I painted the outside of the bathroom door. I painted the inside of the door on the storage room, you know, a back room in my house or my apartment that doesn't have a closet, so I consider it as a storage room. I painted both sides of the door. I painted the window frames. Even though I got plastic up at the window frames, I still painted the window frames so it'll blend in case I ever have, you know, sometimes you got to take your curtains off to wash them, so I want the plastic to look like part of the walls and stuff. But although I bought a few, I didn't just buy these 1, 2, or 3 brushes. I had like 2, 3 packs with this, a couple smaller ones in there. I had like 3 packs of these, and I had a couple packs of these. These were lifesavers. Why go out and buy the expensive brands of paintbrush when you can get them at the Dollar Tree? You know, you could soak them out. Like when I was finished with the painting, I took this and put it in a bucket with some hot water and some bleach. And I stuck it in I threw it in the bucket. I let it soak overnight. Then when I unsoaked it overnight, I'd spray it out with the kitchen sink sprayer. And as you see, it's back to Bristol. It's no painting in the bristles. So I'm very happy with these Dollar Tree paint brushes. And I just wanted you to know, just in case you decide to do a painting job and you really don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, get these paintbrushes at Dollar Tree. You'll be glad you did. Now, like I say, I don't remember the brand, but I did show you a review. I showed you empties with different labels from paintbrushes, but I mean, they really did the job. It's just so much better in this house now. It just makes me, I can be content with being here for a while because, you know, it looks really, really good. I mean, for a first time. It's not perfection. I could see little spots that I didn't have to do, but to be disabled in a lot of pain all day, I did a hell of a job. So if you need some painting supplies, go to your Dollar Tree and pick out the supplies you need, and you'll be happy.